Hello YouTube, my name's Josh, and this is the Pickle Jar. And today, well, I think we need to have a chat. Let me grab some things and we'll get started. Now, I love miniature painting. It's a massive passion of mine. I've been doing it for around 20 years and it is obviously what I make videos about here on YouTube. I started out painting Lord of the Rings stuff from the magazine in the early 2000s before moving on to Space Marines and then onto Necrons. Now, it's only in the last 5 years or so that I've been painting miniatures from companies other than Games Workshop. There are some duffers out there, but most are decent quality and have some good games to go alongside the miniatures, such as Frostgrave, though most of the stuff that I paint from third parties is just for the sake of painting it, really. Now, I switched a while back from being a gamer that painted out of necessity to being a painter that gets games in when he can. The last year hasn't helped the gaming side with all the restrictions in place, so I've thrown myself into painting more and more, trying to improve my style and ability. So now that we've established that I have a strong history with Games Workshop products, as well as a recent love for miniatures from other companies, we can move on with the video. Now, I've actually spent more time on this script than I have done on any other video on the channel up to this point. I've rewritten it so many times because I don't want to get the wording wrong, and I want the message of this video to be clear and concise and to get out and not be misinterpreted. This is arguably a thankless task because this is the internet where things are taken the wrong way constantly. Right, I'll stop babbling on now and get on with it. Now, you may have noticed that I'm painting up some non-Games Workshop miniatures in the footage on screen. I'm not making a statement here, this isn't an anti-Games Workshop video. The reason that I'm painting these is to A, continue to clear my work in progress shelf and clear some space for new projects, and B, to show off some miniatures from smaller companies to you guys, because a lot of people are currently not buying Games Workshop stuff. Now, I'm not going to get into that whole argument here because, quite frankly, I don't want to. I'm tired of all the videos, the social media posts, the reactions, and perhaps worst of all, the reactions to the reactions. I just want to enjoy my hobby and try and spread a little bit of positivity. So no, I'm not getting rid of my Games Workshop stuff. I just thought that I'd show off some models from a few of my favourite companies, and hopefully, if you are looking to spend money somewhere other than Games Workshop, maybe I'll introduce you to something that you've not seen before. So what am I working on today? Well, I've got a brew carrier from Warpblock Miniatures, which was an extra from their recent Kickstarter campaign. I've got a Rockabo and Rockabo Knight from Lion Tower Miniatures. I've got a Viking from Pagan Miniatures, and then I've got a rescued section of a failed 3D print which I did, the file for which is from Loot Studios and is actually a free download. All these miniatures are really cool sculpts. They're all in different styles and across a few different mediums, from resin to metal to 3D printed. I've worked on stuff from all these companies before and I've enjoyed painting them. I'll pop links down below in the description for everything that I'm painting in today's video, in case you do want to check any of them out for yourself. Now, for me, miniature painting is a way of escaping the real world problems that we all have. It's a way of relaxing, of winding down, and creating something that looks cool. Now, some people only paint out of necessity, and I totally get that, that used to be me. But for those people, the hobby is much more about gaming, which again is a way of escaping from real life drama and just enjoying chucking some dice around. I mean, there are even people out there that enjoy building miniatures, for some reason. However you enjoy taking part in the hobby, we do it as a distraction and because we enjoy it. So why add negativity to that? I know that we're passionate about it and that we are very invested in the worlds that we create and gaming, but it can be very easy to create a negative aura around the hobby in general. Now, seasoned veterans like myself and many of you are able to navigate this and avoid the worst of it and carry on as normal. We've lived through this sort of thing for a while, so we know how to deal with it. But newcomers to the hobby, well, to them, all this negativity and anger can be off-putting to the point that they don't end up getting any further into the hobby and just pack it in. It's easy to assume that I'm just talking about the whole hoo-ha around Games Workshop at the moment because that is the current hot topic, that is the current trend. But this is a topic that I've wanted to cover for a long time, but I just haven't been able to word it right, and likely still haven't been able to word it right. I wanted to cover it last year when I saw the amount of grief that women in the hobby are getting, and then earlier on this year when the LGBTQ members of the hobby got abuse. It's just not on. I love this hobby, I really do, but there are plenty of things wrong with it as well. There are plenty of things that we can't do anything about, or at least it'd be harder to change, but the community, I mean, we are the community. Surely we can do something about that, right? I know I'm probably going to get people complaining in the comments, but I'm really not trying to push any agenda or politics, unless you class being nice as an agenda. All I want to do is remind people that we are the hobby community. We represent the miniatures hobby in all aspects, so it's up to us to make this community what we want it to be. For my part, I'm going to continue to create a positive experience for people, whether it's in my videos here on YouTube, in the community that we've got over on Discord, or on my various social media platforms, or in person at my local gaming store and club. There's enough negativity in the real world, let's leave it there and just act like adults. Adults that like painting toy soldiers, that is. And that's going to do it for today. I've got some hobby done, and hopefully I've put out a positive message that won't be taken the wrong way. If you want to come and get involved in our community, please check out the link down below for our Discord server, and also pop along to one of the Wednesday evening live streams that I do every week here on YouTube. If you want to help support the channel, there are links below for our affiliates and channel sponsors, or you can do what all of these amazing people did and join our community right here on YouTube. All the support is massively appreciated, so thank you very much. That's all from me. Have a lovely time and enjoy your hobby.